Now, I don't think, right, everyone is that thrilled about this co-main event being 5 rounds, but people, I think it's great, right? We have got Brian Ortega against Aljamain Sterling at featherweight, and yo, this is fantastic, right? T City, Brian Ortega, he's 34, 5'9". He's got a 16-4 record. Right? He's coming in off of his fight in the Sphere against Diego Lopez, right? That was UFC 306, UFC Nacho. O'Malley v Dalashvili won. And man, he got hurt in that fight, right? But he is tough, right? Ortega, he's, gonna stay in there, right? He got battered by Volkanovski and Max Holloway, but he's stuck in there all the way, right? Doctor had to stop it in the Holloway fight, right? He has got that heart, you know what I mean? Has got that heart. So I think that's the big thing. He got that good win against Yair Rodriguez, you know what I mean? After they both hate each other, right? So they're 1-1. So I imagine at some point there will be that trilogy fight with them. But yeah, it's he's got himself to 2 title fights, but he just hasn't been able to get it done. I think with Ortega, he's very good, right? And he's going to beat a lot of people, but it's just that last piece of the puzzle that he seems to miss. I think sometimes his fight IQ isn't always the best. Not always the best, right? And he might rely on his toughness where, there are better ways to go about things. But it does make for great fights. He is usually in a fun fight. And I think Saturday is going to be nothing less, right? Aljamain Funk Master Sterling. He's 36, 5'7", 24-5, the former bantamweight champion, future Hall of Famer, no doubt. Now, he is coming off the loss to Musa Ilovev at UFC 310, Pantoja v Asakura. But I think, like a lot of people, myself, I think he won that fight. You know what I mean? I think he won that fight. It's just it ended with him on his back. But I think he won that fight. But man, like after moving up to featherweight, he had that incredible win over Calvin Kattar at UFC 300. Just complete domination. And you think, right, he beat Henry Cejudo, TJ Dillashaw, Tayan twice. And say what you will about that first fight, I think the second fight shows that, Sterling wasn't lying, right? I mean, it showed that. And he's that really impressive win over Corey Sandhagen, which just continues to age very, very well. So, man, I think when you just look at everything Sterling has, super impressive, right? He's I'm saying he's got good strikes. Now, they're unorthodox. They're coming from different angles. But that's what separates them. You know what I mean? And it gives him the edge because it's hard to predict what he's doing. Right? And then you just take his jiu-jitsu. Right? He's black belt under Matt Serra. I mean, right? It says it all. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lineage. Being a black belt under Matt Serra, people. So, I think Aljo he just comes with that next level of tools. And I think, it's those type of fighters that Ortega struggles against. And I think on Saturday night, when you look like, because, a lot of times Ortega will have an advantage on the ground, not on Saturday. I don't think he's got the advantage on the feet, right? I think Aljo mixes things up. He's got the wrestling. He has just got better skills in all those departments. So I'm taking Aljo for the win, people. Aljo for the win, and this is, man, it should be a great fight, right? I think I wouldn't be surprised if someone, well, when I say someone, Aljo doesn't get the stoppage, right? It wouldn't surprise me if Aljo doesn't get it, if he gets a stoppage or just a dominant win. Yeah, but yeah, I'm taking Aljo, and that leads us to our main headline fight.